Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In the previous video, I talked about my first project truck, this F-150. I got this truck earlier this year for $3,500, and there are a lot of beginner projects that I can do to make this an awesome truck. I've done a couple things to it already, but I haven't had time to make videos about it until recently. In this video, I show you guys the first project that I've done, which is putting on the tailpipe. I got the tailpipe welded on at a local shop, and I'd like to share my experience with you guys. A little bit of background story. The previous owner took off the original exhaust because it was leaking. He got the replacement parts but didn't bother putting them on since he was gonna sell the truck. He generously gave the parts to me when I bought the truck, and I needed to figure out how to put them on in order to pass the state inspection. After checking the underframe and the tailpipe, I believe that these exhaust pipes needs to be welded onto the frame. Since I don't have the equipment or the knowledge of welding, I need to find a store to do the job. I then learned that auto shops don't always install tailpipes. The shops that specialize in installing exhaust pipes are generally called muffler shops. The first muffler shop I went to was referred to me by a local mechanic shop where I had my Mustang's AC fixed. This muffler shop is a family-owned business with a respectable Google rating of 4.7. However, I didn't have a great experience with them. Long story short, first off, their business hours begins at 9:30 a.m., but I had to wait until 10:15 before the first employee showed up. Next, they told me that they'd give me a quote in a few hours after drop-off, but they didn't call me until 3:30 that day, and they asked me to make a decision on the spot because they wanted to close early. Lastly, they told me that their technician said the curly pipes that I provided are no good, and they needed to cut 3 street pipes to go with my truck. They asked $100 for each pipe and $200 for labor, which is a total of $500. Now, I'm all for supporting family businesses, but $500 is way over my expectation of $200 to $300 for the job. Also, I didn't feel like I was respected as a customer. So I took back the truck and looked for a second muffler shop nearby where I got the job done. The second muffler shop is also a family business. The young fellas there looked at my truck and parts and told me on the spot that all the parts that I provided can be used. There's a street pipe connecting the muffler and the catalytic converter that I didn't have, so they needed to cut out a pipe for it. I got quoted between $150 and $250 for the entire job, which is very reasonable to me, so I gave them a thumbs up. I was pleasantly surprised that they got it done within an hour. The final cost was $214 after tax, and I was quite happy with the price. Here's how the tailpipe was installed. Take a look on the other side. I don't know much about welding, but from the look of it, it feels pretty sturdy. I'm fine with it as long as the weld doesn't fall apart or leak. I'd say it's a job well done. Now let's listen to the sound of the muffler. The sound is slightly muted than before, and the source of the sound moved from under the cabin to the end of the truck. I think it still sounds really good to me. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope my experience is helpful to you all. I'm editing a video about servicing the rear differential and fixing the ABS sensor, which got quite interesting. So stay tuned for that one. If you like the content of my videos, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. I see you all next time.